Hey guys, Ian here. This is an official Ziplip interview with Mike Rosson. Rosson, am I saying that right?
That's right.
Mike
Absolutely.
Rosson.
Yes, sir.
Mike is a man of many talents, but you may know him. You may actually know him as some voices for the Fallout series, namely Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Just to get technical, you could probably tell me this a little more accurately, but from reading from your wiki page, you voice Colin Mariarty, Wernher, the Dr. Lesko, what was his name? Yeah. Gob, and every male ghoul in Fallout 3.
Absolutely, and it's all Gob.
It's all Gob.
Yeah.
Every single time I'm doing it, it's all Gob.
Wait, hold on.
Because their throats are burnt. You know?
Exactly. Wait, say smooth skin real quick.
Smooth skin. What do you want? You got the caps?
Come on, you piece of junk. Every day it's the same damn thing.
I told you, Gob, it ain't the radio. The Enclave station comes in fine. It's Galaxy News. Their signal's been shit lately.
Hey, Smoothskin, do you need something? A drink, maybe? Anything? Anything at all?
All right, get moving.
I'm impressed you're able to summon that voice so accurately. Just because the game came out in Fallout 3, but I guess it never dies.
I ruined my larynx a long time ago doing Popeye.
Oh, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
You know,
I can see where the voice came from a little bit, I guess.
I'm just screaming, muted screaming. You know, it's not that hard.
Right.
But if you're unused to it, don't try this at home, kids, because you'll blow out your voice box.
Now, in preparation for this meetup, I actually reinstalled Fallout 3 on my computer.
Oh, bless your heart.
First thing I did was load up the credits, and sure enough, there you are. Mm-hmm. And not even that far down, like on the list, is like Liam Neeson and Ron Perlman, who are in the game for some reason, which is just hilarious to me. You know what I mean?
It really is. Yeah.
Technically, you starred with Liam Neeson. I mean,
I know, right? It's like unbelievable.
Yeah, and even though it was off screen, in canon, your characters met. Mm-hmm. Colin Mariarty, Liam Neeson's character is the dad, and then at some point the dad.
And all I did for Colin was put on a Scottish accent, a bit of one. That's all it did.
But it worked so well.
Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct?
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
And let's go. I'm kind of channeling Frank, maybe, from The Simpsons a little bit. Whoa.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
My word, you understand perfectly. How marvelous.
A little bit, yeah. And I said, and I think they told me at Bethesda, don't ever tell anyone that, but I will, that when I was doing Gob, I was thinking of the Bouvier sisters, Selma and Patty.
Oh. Wait, they told you not to say that?
Well, no, it was in kidding. They were just saying,
okay.
Don't tell anyone it's that easy.
Yeah, Todd Howard himself was like, you know what?
It comes easy to me. Doing voices, I've been doing them all my life. Me and my brothers, we're always doing impressions and imitations of teachers and our parents and everyone else.
And we learn very quickly to talk funny,
Yeah.
And I love being in the booth with the egg crate all around you and the mic right in your face and the headphones on you. I love it. I
actually do some voices too, though it's not really a hobby, a specific hobby. I just kind of do it, for fun and that's how you started. But so about Mr. Blah,
what is his voice?
Yes, no, that's what I'm getting to here. So he's kind of an old character that I made up when I was like maybe 7 or 8 or something, and I of course developed a voice from it at some point, and it kind of, it's sort of modify and change over the years, but it's a little something like this. Hey guys, I'm Mr. Blah. I'm the moron champion.
Little Jimmy Stewart in there.
Really?
Oh, it kind of sounds like Jimmy Stewart a little bit.
Just a little bit more like Southern, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I see, I'm from North Carolina.
Okay.
So,
I did not know that. Yeah.
That's sort of.
I hear you opening the cavity there.
I guess that is a little bit like Jimmy Stewart, yeah. And, he just kind of says dumb stuff that doesn't make sense. So you got to have a voice to match that.
Yeah, that's good. What's the guy with the stacked hair sound like?
Frank.
Yeah.
The thing is...
He's always bugging Mr. Random Citizen.
Some random citizen,
Some
yeah.
random citizen,
Some random citizen, also known as
He just
Sir.
shows up and
ruins his day. Yeah, like literally, that's his whole character. Good question, but I don't really have an answer because I don't know. I never came up with a specific voice. I imagine Frank. He just kind of sounds like a douchebag. You know, like I'm.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Kind of punk.
Yeah, just kind of a overly.
It's a funny mix, though. The energy in those comics. I just saw the one that shoot 'em up, and then the creepy
Dr.
octopus
Blubs.
guy. Yeah,
Dr. Blubs, which full credit to give credit where credit's due. My friend Amanda came up with Dr. Blubs. Beautiful character.
And he's doing his manipulation
in a jar.
Yeah,
that's his thing. But I guess the one other voice that I like to put on is sort of the kind of generic nerd voice that kind of sounds like this, which I like to do for when, I don't know, I'm saying stuff where I'm trying to sound smart, but I'm obviously have no idea what I'm talking about. Like I just sort of, it's kind of like what I imagine some random citizen to sound like. I mean, he's got a big nose, right? So like,
yeah.
He kind of sounds sort of plugged up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of high pitch. I don't know. I did do an animated series for a little while with a friend of mine called Tiny Town. And in this, it's called Tiny Town because it features a bunch of tiny characters. Like it's sort of like a house, but all the characters are like either like small pieces of food or like there's like a rat, And so the main character, his name is Ratty.
How do you sleep at night?
I don't know. Honestly. This is main guy, Ratty, who I voice. And he basically just kind of sounds like my normal voice, just a little more monotone.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys, I'm Ratty. If you ever want to check that out, it's linked on my site.
Okay, I will. I'm going to go back there. I just kind of looked, around the other night, and oh boy, I was very pleased. That was really cool.
I appreciate that. There's a voice I like to do for the Tan Army. Is led by the Tan Commander, and he's like, "Hello there, Sarge." He's like.
I hate him already.
Yes, that's the idea. His voice is just so annoying. you want him dead.
I did a talent show in 6th grade, and it was the first time behind a microphone ever. And I did my impression of Mr. Magoo, among other things. Do you remember him? Cartoon character, Mr. Magoo?
Vaguely.
Yeah, he didn't see very good, but he was
yeah.
He was a little bald man, he was rich, and he would just go around and have misadventures. But Mr. Magoo was, oh, by George, I tell you, I know, he was just inside his own head all the time. And that, man, I heard them go silent. I heard silence because it wasn't like, who's this guy? It was like, oh my God, that sounds just like him.
That's amazing.
And they told me I stole the show, and that's where I first got addicted to performing.
A lot of my friends out here think it's really cool. You know Wes Johnson?
Absolutely.
Personally?
One of my best friends ever in the world. He is one of the kindest hearts and one of the most brilliant, creative minds I've ever met.
So, just to clarify, maybe my friends probably don't know him by name, but they know him. They do, trust me. Wes Johnson, you Google him, whatever, but he does the crazy voices in Oblivion. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Right.
You have violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence.
Yeah.
Stop! You violated the law. Since you lack the funds to pay the court, you must now serve out your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
And does a million other things too, but he's the Imperial Guard. And felt like he did like 50% of the voices in that game.
Too. He calls the Caps games, the capital games.
Right.
Yeah.
And the arena in Oblivion.
Lower the gates!
Let's find out. Lower the gates!
It was a rock and roll station. He was the Wild Wild West on HFS. When I first met him, we were on the Metro, and he was an aspiring comic artist, and he drew a comic that got syndicated, and for a while it was in the Post, and he also had a comedy troupe called, first he was with, later on he formed a group called Fresh Victims. Before he was with Gross National Product.
Yeah.
And they were so funny, and at the same time, me and Mark were doing the Video Pirates, and so we got to know each other, and we'd open for each other, and sometimes he'd join us, and we'd join him, and stuff like that. And comedy in the 80s was really a weird little thing in DC because there was only 3 or 4 places that had like open mics or comedy at all.
Yeah.
And that's when I first got to know him. And we've just been friends these many decades. And I can't think of a better person.
Now it's really kind of a long shot, but if I could somehow meet him,
If you could what?
meet Wes Johnson, yeah, I know, long shot.
Let's
but,
give him a call.
Wait, what? You have his number? Well, okay, he is your.
Oh,
this is insane.
Let's just see. Yeah, I'm getting a voice message.
Ah.
He's a very busy man.
Can I leave a voicemail?
Hey, Wes, it's Mike. Just trying to get a hold of you and see if you were available for a spontaneous kind of talk. I'm with a fan. His name is Ian, and I'll let him say hi.
What's up, Wes? Oblivion was the greatest game of all time. Stop right there, criminal scum. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Stolen goods are now forfeit. I'm a huge fan, and it's an honor to be speaking to you, even though you're not speaking to me. It's a one-way conversation, but this is it would be an honor to meet. That's all I'm going to say. But maybe it'll never happen. That's it. Bye.
Hey, anyway, if you get a chance, call me back. We'll see. Maybe he will.
Yeah, it's possible, and that would be insane.
Oh, he's a good fellow, man. You'd love him. In person, he's just marvelous.
It's entirely possible that he will never listen to that voicemail, but just the fact that I said words to the Oblivion Guard, I'm pretty starstruck right now. I'm definitely geeking out. This is pretty crazy, if I'm being honest.
Hell, I could call John St. John if you want.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
You know John St. John?
Yes.
Duke Nukem.
Absolutely.
This is
Balls
crazy.
of steel.
I don't even know how to react to this stuff, man.
I'm going to call him.
Okay, all right. Get John St. John on here, man. How do you...
Only because of the cons, because of
Right.
MagFest.
MagFest.
Yeah, and we've become friends. We've hugged.
We hugged. You heard it here first, folks.
Hey, John, it's Mike Rosson. I'm just
here we
calling
go.
on the off chance that you might be available to say a word to a fan. Here he is. His name is Ian. Say hi.
What's up, John St. John? This is kind of unbelievable. Maybe you'll never listen to this, but if you do, here's Mr. Blah. Mr. Blah is talking to Duke Nukem right now, and it's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Huge fan. Yeah. That's all. Bye.
Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Call me anytime.
People are gonna think we're making this up, but like this is actually happening.
Yeah, I'm just calling random numbers.
This is the greatest day of my
You actually
life.
left messages for Wes Johnson and John St. John.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Yes, indeed, man. Oh.
It's pretty good one. Instead of me just like geeking out over here.
Oh, I'm geeking out too, man.
Yeah. You're like, it's an honor to meet you. The creator of Unnormal.
You're following your dream, and people should do more of that, you know?
I appreciate that. You know, I try.
Good for you.
So, you voice Gob and basically all the male ghouls in Fallout 3, which as you explained, just sound like Gob. Both of them are pretty significant. I mean, at least towards the beginning of the game.
Right, and they're very different voices.
Yeah, exactly. Gob is like the first ghoul you see in the game. There's a whole dialogue option, and he's like, what, you never seen a ghoul before?
Right.
And then Colin Mariarty is basically the first real quest in the game. You're trying to get information.
I've only tiptoed into the game a little bit.
I understand. I'm not going to get too into detail. I loaded up the game, and I found Gob and Colin Mariarty, and I may have done what everybody does on that quest, which is just murder him and just take the information out of his body. That's the thing you can do. That's
Absolutely.
I just love how
you almost have to, right?
And it's Fallout, so it's like, well, that was kind of a dick move, but you're not a horrible person, I guess.
No.
It happens.
Not at all.
No, definitely not. That's completely reasonable.
I was very flattered when they gave me the scenario, the profile of the character of Gob. They said, we want a voice that sounds like someone whose throat's been ruined by radiation and who's almost not alive at all, but barely be able to speak. And so I said, well, what about something like this? And they, oh, yeah, and said, cool. And they actually tweaked the artwork to fit the voice a little better. And when I heard that, I was like, really? For little old me? You know? Damn.
That's great. Can I ask, did you ever, during recording stuff for Fallout 3, did you ever like bump into like any of the higher ups of Bethesda?
The guy I know as a face from Bethesda Softworks who always coached me and was working the thing, the board and everything, is Mark Lampert.
So you also did stuff on Fallout 4, namely the wiki page. Mentions Freedom Radio.
Mostly that guy on the radio, and
but also
some incidental voices.
Yeah, like it just said Vault Tech Scientist.
Over here! That kind of thing.
Right, but
I'm dying. That kind of thing. And I did a lot of screaming.
Man, I'm geeking out as you've already noticed. I didn't even have to say anything. I'm wearing my Vault Boy shirt right now.
There you go. Yeah,
I'm a big Fallout fan. It's just crazy.
I'm just amazed that I'm here at all talking to you.
The honor is all mine, or I'm honored. That's what I meant.
I'm flattered.
I'm honored.
Flattered in a pancake.
What was the Freedom Radio guy sound like again?
He's just a radio DJ. He sounds like this.
Oh, okay.
And he's giving people information about what's getting attacked, Citadel or what have you. And he's like, there's been a report of so stay free out there. Let me repeat. The Institute has been destroyed. We can confirm that the Brotherhood of Steel used their giant war machine, Liberty Prime, to blast their way into the Institute. The Brotherhood Assault Force then managed to detonate the Institute's fusion reactor, completely destroying the entire underground facility. One of the questions I get asked at the cons is, how do you get started in voice work? And that's the first question, how do I become a voice actor? And John St. John's standard answer is don't quit your day job.
Right.
And my standard answer is get out there and be noticed, and maybe someone will call you. I'm just damn lucky, is all it is.
But you're quite talented, with the voices.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Always had a gift of a strong voice. Any kind of technical advice, it's like learn to do the diaphragmatic projections.
See, I don't know anything about a diaphragm, whatever.
Your diaphragm is how you breathe.
No, yeah, I know. But I'm just making a point, which is that I have a lot to learn about the voices.
You're young.
I'm 20.
You got a whole lot to learn, but
just in general,
you've already got a whole bunch of stuff in your head, and it's my pleasure to know you.
Oh yeah,
you're a talented motherfucker.
Feel free to curse. This is not
okay, motherfucker. No, you remind me of a bunch of people I've known who have that itch in their head and their hands to do something. Maybe it's a call for attention. Maybe it's just that you want to tell people something. Whatever it is, that's what you do, and you do it well.
Appreciate that, really. Means a lot.
Means a lot to me to be here.
You were also in a Star Trek thing. I'm just trying to get to everything here.
Right. No major voices there. They were all incidental.
Yeah. Still cool. Love Star Trek. I'm casual Trekkie. Very casual. I'm just the guy with the comics or whatever, with the Mr. Blah, and you're the guy who's been in Fallout 3, which may be argued is like the best Fallout game. I mean, some people like to say Fallout New Vegas, but Fallout 3 is always the classic.
From what I understand, it's really big. You're sworn to secrecy when you get hired for these kind of things. And until the release date, you're not supposed to talk about it to anybody.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell anyone, and I was busting, And when I finally could say something, I got 3 sons. The youngest one was, Dad, are you kidding me?
You're in Fallout.
You're in Fallout.
I'm sure that blew their minds.
And I was like, really? That's a cool thing? Okay.
Well, I'm cool now, I guess.
Now,
It's fantastic.
And living with my pal, sleeping on his couch until I found new footing. And we were sitting around one day thinking, what are we going to do with the day? Hey, I hear there's an open mic downtown. Let's go do some comedy. And we went on, we became the Video Pirates, and we thought it would be a lark. We got hired real quick by the same guy who discovered Martin Lawrence, a comedian named Fat Doctor. He's still doing comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Darcel Blagman. He hired us right away and got us a gig in Frederick. And for about a year, every week we were up in Frederick with guests that we would hire from doing open mics. We'd say, hey, you're good, come on with us, we'll pay you $30.
Yeah.
And a drink.
And a drink. The rest is history, as they say.
The rest is history, as they say. And, things happened. We're not doing the act anymore, obviously, but we had a shot at Letterman one time and almost made it,
Really?
Yeah. There was a MTV was just a new thing, and they asked us to send them a demo, and we did. They didn't have us on, but they came up with a show called The Video Pirates that was nothing like our act, but they stole that idea, and it's not there today.
Yeah.
It was nothing like our act. They weren't even trying to be pirates. I don't know what they were doing. When we watched the show, we were like, all they did was take our title.
Yeah.
You know? So who cares? But since then, I keep getting the occasional call, and I'm associated with people like Wes Johnson and John St. John, and now known.
It's pretty great. I mean,
At the risk of sounding repetitive, I'm so flattered.
really cool to meet you, Mike Rosson.
It's really cool to meet you, Ian Allroth Smith.
Volrath.
Volrath
Smith.
Volrath. Tell me about the name.
It is a combination, it's a hyphenated name, combination between my mother's and my father's last name. So my mother's last name is Volrath. Father's last name is Smith.
Yeah, okay. And Volrath, what country does that come from, or what culture?
It's kind of German.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Volrath.
Yeah, basically.
Volrath.
Yeah,
because my mother was Swedish, and her maiden name was Kvarforth. Yeah.
Which I don't even know how you'd write that down.
But Quarforth, Kvarforth.
They decided to curse me with a hyphenated name. But you know what? I'm sticking with it, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
They're very cool. They speak of history.
Though I'll admit, I do get a little tired of having to go V as in victory, OLLRATH dash uppercase S Smith, because it's technically a different name.
It sounds Viking.
Volrath
Schmidt.
Yeah.
I am Volrath Schmidt.
That's how I'm going to introduce myself from now on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. All right, on that note, can you say a quick hi to my friends at Zip Lip in the Gob voice?
I'll be glad to. Hello. What names?
George.
Hello, George. How are you? Nice to meet you, sort of.
When, like in the Gob's voice.
Oh, in the Gob voice.
Hey, George. How you doing, buddy?
Wait, say his full name. What is it?
Oh, give me that. Yeah.
George. Here, I'm just gonna write it down.
Okay.
It's obnoxiously long. Okay, he doesn't. It's just a bit.
George, Ben Skin the Fifth, the bard of the yard. What's up?
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Amanda.
Any special?
No, it's just Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. I'm looking for Amanda. Amanda Hug and Kiss. You ever heard of her?
That was a
As
bit.
a Bart Simpson.
Yes, that was a Bart Simpson thing. Let's see, who else? Sorry, is this going to get annoying?
No, please. I'll do anything you want, man. Anything you want.
Let's see here. Wendell.
Wendell? Your name is Wendell? I love it. Hey, I'm not making fun of your name, Wendell. It's a good name.
It's a good name. And Wendell is a good guy. Let's see here.
I'm sure he is.
This probably isn't going to make any sense to you, but
Hey, Nate. The High King of Memes. What the hell, man?
he's a meme lord.
How you doing?
We have a term for Zip-Lip members who skip meetings. When they say that they're going to come to the meeting, but then they end up like skipping it.
Okay.
It's called skip-lipping.
Skip-lipping. Okay.
So we have a member who's infamous for skip-lipping. So that was Nate, the High King of Memes.
Okay.
So we have Nathan. Nathan is the skip-lipper.
Okay.
Just be like, Nathan, quit skip-lipping.
Okay.
Hey, Nathan. Quit skip-lipping. Listen to this. That's skip-lipping.
There you have it. Oh, that was brilliant. All right, that's enough of that. Thank you so much, though. I'm sure that will make my friends very happy.
Thank you. I hope I passed the audition.
You did. You're in. I don't know what you're in, but you're in.
Excuse me for blowing my nose.
And if you don't like it, shove it. Not up my nose.
One last thing. Mm-hmm. Can you say something about Zip-Lip in the Radio Freedom voice? Sorry, Freedom Radio. Got to reverse. Yeah, skip-lipping. Like Zip-Lip, but you replace the zip with skip.
Just a reminder to all of you out there, no more skip-lipping. This is Radio Freedom.
Wow.
Sorry about the bad take.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
We all.
You really think I'm going to complain? I'd be like, wow.
Yeah,
Mike,
we
you
all
really...
believe a couple now and then.
All right, thanks for listening, guys. This is me and Mike Rosson.
See ya!
See ya.